Welcome back to Character Conversions, where I try to bring fictional characters to life in D&D. Today is a request from patron LRP Gaming for the Avenger of the Uchiha clan, Sasuke Uchiha. For stats, we'll be using the standard array of the player's handbook, divided up as you see here. Dexterity is how we will be primarily fighting in melee, with intelligence and charisma being where we draw our jutsu from. It will be a little strange, but I think it can be doable. For race, as I determined in my Itachi video, the Uchiha are Sun Elves, which is just a more arrogant version of High Elves. This gives us a +2 to Dexterity and a +1 to Intelligence, raising them to 17 and 14 respectively. We gain 60 feet of Dark Vision, Fey Ancestry, Trance, Keen Senses, 1 cantrip of our choice, Elf Weapon Training, and we speak Common, Elven, and 1 additional language of our choice. Fey Ancestry will give us advantage on saves against being charmed, and we can't be magically put to sleep. This, with Keen Senses giving us proficiency in Perception, I think is a good start for imitating some abilities of the Sharingan. Trance means we can get a full rest in only 4 hours. I imagine such ability would be very useful for a ninja out in the field. For a cantrip, we'll grab Shocking Grasp. While Firebolt is more accurate for Uchiha in general, Sasuke was more fond of the Chidori after mastering it, and obviously this build can follow his progression through the story. Finally, for our additional language, I suggest picking up whatever suits your campaign. For background, to represent being a ninja, we will go with the criminal background, and just call it ninja. This gives us proficiency with deception and stealth as skills, we have proficiency with 1 gaming set of our choice, and thieves tools. For a feature, we gain criminal contact, giving us a liaison to the criminal underworld. For class, because we are an Avenger, we will be going with Paladin. We have proficiency with all armor and shields, all weapons, wisdom and charisma saves, and for skills we will grab athletics and intimidation. As a first level Paladin, we gain Divine Sense and Lay on Hands. Divine Sense allows us to, as an action, a number of times equal to 1 plus our charisma modifier, detect the presence of celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet, so long as they aren't behind total cover. We can flavor this as something granted by our Sharingan. Lay on Hands allows us to replenish a number of hit points equal to 5 times our Paladin level each long rest. Sasuke wasn't a medical ninja, so if we're only using this on ourselves, I just think of it as more hit points. Second level Paladins gain a Fighting Style, Spellcasting, and Divine Smite. For a Fighting Style, our best option is Dueling. We wield our sword one-handed primarily, so the additional 2 damage will be nice. Our Spellcasting comes with 2 first level spell slots, and the ability to change our prepared spells every day. But we are likely going to be using the vast majority of our spell slots on smiting our foes. Still, there are good spell picks like Compelled Duel for fights like Danzo, and Shield of Faith to boost our AC. This could even represent our Susanoo somewhat. Divine Smite allows us to expend a spell slot when we hit with an attack to deal an additional 2d8 radiant damage. The damage is increased by 1d8 for each spell level higher than first to a maximum of 5d8, and if the target is undead or fiend, the damage is increased by an additional 1d8 to a maximum of 6d8. I don't have the best parallels for this, maybe our smites are our brief uses of Susanoo. Third level Paladins get to choose their oath. We'll be choosing the Oath of Vengeance. This gives us Channel Divinity abilities, Abjure Enemy, and Vow of Enmity. Our oath spells are Bane and Hunter's Mark. And lastly, Divine Health. Abjure Enemy makes it so we can force a creature within 60 feet to make a wisdom save or be frightened for 1 minute. Fiends and Undead have disadvantage on this save. If the creature fails, their speed is 0 while frightened. On a success, their speed is halved for 1 minute or until they take damage. But the one we are likely to actually use every time is Vow of Enmity. As a bonus action, we choose a creature within 10 feet and gain advantage against them with all attacks for 1 minute or until they drop to 0 hit points or fall unconscious. Finally, Divine Health makes it so we are immune to disease. 4th level in Paladin means we gain our first ability score improvement. We'll trade this for the Strike of the Giants feat from Unearthed Arcana 85, using Storm Giant. A number of times equal to our proficiency bonus each long rest, we can as a bonus action deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage on our next attack, and for the target to make a con save or have disadvantage on all attacks until the start of our next turn. 5th level Paladins gain extra attack and 2nd level spells. Extra attack means when we take the attack action, we make 2 attacks instead of 1. Because of our oath, we are always considered to have Hold Person and Misty Step prepared. 6th level Paladins gain Aura of Protection. With this, all allies, including ourselves within 10 feet, gain a bonus to saves equal to our Charisma modifier while we are conscious. 7th level Oath of Vengeance grants us Relentless Avenger. Now when we hit a creature with an opportunity attack, we can move up to half our speed immediately after the attack as part of the same reaction without provoking opportunity attacks ourselves. 8th level is our next ability score improvement. We dip into Unearthed Arcana 85 once again, this time for Soul of the Storm Giant. This will increase our intelligence by +1 to a 15, and a number of times equal to our proficiency modifier each long rest. As a bonus action, we can create a 10-foot aura of lightning around us. The aura lasts until the start of our next turn. Attacks against us have disadvantage, and any creature starting its turn in it must make a strength save or have their speed until the start of their next turn. This is clearly our Chidori current. 9th level, we're going to multi-class over into Wizard now. Best class for really representing Naruto Ninja. This gives us a d6 hit die, 3 cantrips, 6 first level spells, and Arcane Recovery. For cantrips, we'll grab Control Flame, Firebolt, and Friends. Control Flame is probably the closest representation to Inferno style, Firebolt just a good Uchiha spell, and Friends is a minor genjutsu with a Sharingan. Our spells this level will consist of Burning Hands, Charm Person, Detect Magic, Featherfall, Mage Armor, and Shield. Charm Person and Detect Magic are more Sharingan representation, Featherfall for some anime acrobatic feats, Mage Armor and Shield could in a way be used to represent pieces of the Susanoo, but it's a slight stretch really. 10th level and our 2nd level in Wizard means we choose our Arcane Tradition. In Shippuden, Sasuke has a love of Kenjutsu, so we are going to go with Blade Singer. This gives us training in War and Song, Blade Song, and an additional 2 first level spells. Training in War and Song will give us proficiency in Performance, whereas Blade Song will allow us to a number of times each long rest, equal to our proficiency bonus. As a bonus action, invoke the Blade Song for 1 minute. We add our Intelligence to our AC, gain a plus 10 foot bonus to our speed, have advantage on acrobatics checks, and also add our Intelligence bonus to concentration checks. For 2 spells this level, we will grab Magic Missile and Sleep, for some Shuriken Jutsu and Sharingan Genjutsu. 11th level sees us gaining our first 2nd level Wizard spells. To aid in our melee fighting, we'll grab Blur and Mirror Image. 12th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll boost our Dexterity and Intelligence by 1 each, raising them to 18 and 16 respectively. Next, we gain 1 cantrip and 2 more 2nd level spells. We want Lightning Lure, doesn't seem out of place with how Sasuke battles, as well as Scorching Ray and Spider Climb. I like to imagine Scorching Ray as Flaming Shuriken and Spider Climb as just a basic ninja skill. 13th level and our 5th level Wizard grants us access to 3rd level spells. We'll pick up Counterspell and Fireball. As a 6th level Blade Singer, we gain another instance of extra attack. It doesn't stack, but this version does allow us to make one of our attacks with a cantrip. So now we can strike with our Chidori and then our sword. For our spells this level, we'll grab Haste and Water Breathing. Haste is so we can get more attacks in, plus we want to be able to move as fast as Lee. Water Breathing because apparently wizards don't get water walk. So if we can't walk on water, let's at least make sure we don't drown in it. 15th level grants us our first 4th level spells. We'll take Fire Shield and Summon Elemental, the one we need to encourage the Raikage not to hit us, or maybe summon an eagle to land on. 16th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Intelligence, raising it to an 18. 2 spells this level, let's grab Elemental Bane and Wall of Fire. 17th level is our 5th level spells. We want Dominate Person to strengthen our Sharingan Genjutsu, and Immolation to represent Amaterasu. 18th level is a 10th level Blade Singer, we gain Song of Defense, 1 cantrip, and 2 more 5th level spells. Song of Defense allows us to, as a reaction, expend a spell slot when we take damage, and reduce the damage we take by 5 times the spell slot level. For our cantrips, we'll grab Create Bonfire. This could actually be a weaker version of Amaterasu, since we just conjure flame in a spot we can see. For spells, let's grab Hold Monster and Steel Wind Strike. 19th level grants us access to 6th level spells. We want Dramage's Instant Summons and True Seeing. Sasuke did prefer to summon items to him rather than physically carry them, and True Seeing is just the perfect representation of ocular prowess with our Sharingan. 20th level, the capstone of our build, is our final ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Charisma, raising it to a 16. For 2 final spells, we'll pick up Contingency and Tenzur's Transformation. End result sees us with an average of 110 health, with an additional 40 from self-healing with Lay on Hands, and an AC of 17 with Mage Armor, 21 in our Blade Song, and bump it with an additional plus 5 with timely castings of Shield. Our damage output can vary so much because we have so many options. Our sword can average 7 damage a hit, 15 in a round. Our Shocking Grasp will average 18 damage a hit, and with extra attack we will manage 25 in a round. But then we have things like our Soul of the Storm Giants, Steel Wind Strike, Immolation, Strike of the Giants. We have a wide array of both single target and area effect damage. If we have marked someone with our Vow of Enmity, they are likely to be taking all of that damage. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment your opinions or suggestions for new builds. Special thanks to Brandon Yates for the music in this video. Please subscribe to the page, check out Patreon for the character sheets, and maybe consider sliding me $1. I hope all your 20s are natural, and I'll see you next time.